Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh? Brick by brick, you get your boy Big Wall, and you already know the vibes when you see my man next to me. You already know what it is. We in here, right, B?
It's time to address the culture all the way, all the way. It's time to address the culture. Here we go, man. Another great show, man. There's been so many great shows coming back to back to back. You know, don't miss this, man. Definitely tap in, subscribe, leave comments.
Yeah.
You know, leave a comment, give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You know, throw a 100, some fire, some flames on it.
All that.
You know, tap in. All platforms. You know, holler at us. Holler at Big Wall. Holler at Pstock, iHipHop. You know, address the culture, act culture all the time. We always open. Yeah. That's what the platform's here. And that's what we do, address the culture.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do. And today ain't no different. You know what I'm talking about? We in the building again. Now, y'all already know the vibes. When we put our thumb on a pulse of situations, we don't take it off of it. You know what I mean? Shouts out to all of the new fans and the new audience that we building, you know what I mean, across the world, across the globe. You know what I mean?
Thank you for the support.
And we appreciate it, man. We see y'all. You know what I mean? And we love the growth that we get organically. You know what I mean? Now we got a familiar face, you know what I'm saying? DT, you know what I'm saying? Darren the big dog, he's the plug. You know what I'm talking about?
Darren the plug.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got him back. You know what I mean? Because we got a special show. You know what I mean? We got somebody on this show who has been doing great things for so long. When we talk about historically and even now, we talk about the war being so close. Italy, you know what I mean? When you experience so many trials and tribulations and had an amazing story. And we got that for him, right, Pete?
Yeah, we got it. I mean, tonight's guest, you know, I mean, outside of being in Italy, you know, where it's close to the war zone, you know, himself has a show, and he does the similar, but he speaks with the same people, you know, and a lot of people that we don't speak with, but it's all in the line, in the format of addressing the culture on that specific genre, and FMA happens to be his thing. You know, he's a master, and he does his thing with the Escrima, you know, in Italy, and it's a beautiful thing. And we'd like to bring this to the viewers, you know, in hopes that people embrace it, dress the culture, and even take their time to learn the art, you know, and carry it on.
The legacy continues.
The legacy
you know what I mean?
continues.
That's what we're doing. And we got Legacy 9 coming up. You know what I'm saying? Darren spinning the block, doing it
Legacy
big in
9.
Vegas. Legacy 9 back. You know what I'm saying? Doing it big in Vegas. Killing it. You know what I mean? And we just going to keep it going, man. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do, we're going to take us a quick break. You know what I mean? And we're going to be back with Darren to address the culture like we always do.
Like we always do. Yes, sir.
I am a music artist under Hetty the Music Group. I also a plus-size model and an influencer.
It was a live way the fans reacted to my music, you know, singing it word for word. We got that documented on YouTube, you know, you can go back and watch that. They were singing my music back to me word for word. It was a surreal moment, you know. It gave me goosebumps. It was like one of the moments like that confirmed, like, all right, you're on the right path. You connected. Yeah, you connected. Hey, what it is, world, man. It's your boy Lil D, man. Southside Lil D, man. And I just tapped in with London Paris on Address the Culture. Get your interview, man. It's going to be the hottest show that you ever been a part of. Southside Lil D, man. Family for life, FOL. We are here.
Mr. Darren. How you doing,
Happening.
brother? Welcome back to the show. You know what I'm saying?
Honor,
Everybody knows
always.
you at this point.
always an honor to come back. Brother Pstock, Brother Tone Big Wall Capone.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thank you. Brother Aldine 19. Thank you. This is going to be a fabulous show. You know, what you got to understand is I started communicating with Brother Claudio Maurelli back around 2011. My first host for a film legacy. I had been talking with Brother Claudio, you know, for I say about 8 months to a year. But, you know, Brother Claudio, very unique martial artist, Escrima. You know, Claudio lived in the Philippines. He trained under Grandmaster Dakayana, San Miguel system, and we started talking about our arts. And I invited him to Stockton Legacy 1, and he showed up. And it gave us a lot of time to demonstrate our arts, the similarities of our arts and history. And, you know, Brother Claudio has recently written a book on his system, and he's a phenomenal guy. He's a great escrimador, and our connection was huge. And if you look at my Stockton Legacy 1, he's one of my hosts. But what had happened at that time is we stayed in touch. And he ended up coming to my Legacy Hawaii 4 also. At the same time, coming to Legacy 4 Hawaii, he touched bases with now the late Grandmaster Mike Delmar and Professor Joey Delmar. And he had the opportunity to share his art on Oahu among several other systems. So, you know, Claudio, he's a phenomenal escrimador, but also I understand that in his country, he is trying to push for certain rights that I feel that are being taken away. And I said, what better place to talk about this with Brother Claudio on Address the Culture? So, yeah, he agreed to come on the show. Welcome on board, Claudio, Master Claudio Maurelli. It's an honor to have you here and to see you again and introduce you to Brother Pstock and Tone Big Wall Capone on Address the Culture. So welcome on board. Welcome aboard. Okay.
Now look, DT. Before we bring Claudio, I want to talk to you, man. Why is it so important? Because like you have so much going on. When we talk about creating your own legacy. With your own teaching, your own event. Like we said, you got Legacy 9 coming up soon again. Like that within itself is something major. You know what I mean? That's something that soon as the one over, you start planning for the next year, the day after the first one's over. Like it can take up your whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. But
hardest working man in FMA right now.
Man, come on, man.
I think
hold on. Let me because I really want people to understand. You know what I'm saying? Why is it so important for you to still acknowledge people and give people their flowers and create this legacy beyond what you do for yourself when we talk about just the culture in general?
Well, you know, I've mentioned how the late Grandmaster Angel Cabalas is documented as one of the first Filipino martial artists to ever go commercial in 1966. I know he was teaching way earlier than that, but to open up a commercial school in 66 is documented in many books. And, you know, what you got to understand, guys, is as the late Grandmaster Angel Cabalas came in, Angel said, hey, let's do this. And when you look at the people that backed him up, you know, Sifu Dan Inosanto, the late Richard Bustillo, the late Mike and I, the late Max Sarmento, I believe all these gentlemen seen something really special in the late Grandmaster Angel Cabalas. And, you know, what you got to understand, why is legacy important to me? Well, it's that wave of immigrants that came here. And, you know, it's sentimental to me because my family got here even earlier than the late Grandmaster Angel Cabalas. My family got here right around the 1920s, you know, after going from the Philippines to Hawaii. And then the 100 years ago pandemic hit, killed my great grandmother my great-grandpa, his 3 sons, and then 2 daughters born on Oahu, they all came here, okay, in the 20s. So why is legacy so important to me? Well, my family is proof of the first immigrants to go to Hawaii. They call them the Cicada. And then they ended up here in Stockton, California. But I understand the struggles of that era. I understand even my teacher's struggle coming here in 1939. Okay. That's a lot later than when my family came, but still, it was still a lot of oppression. Filipinos had to take whatever jobs they could, and it was mainly migrant work. And that's all I've heard my whole life on how tough it was for my grandpa, my great-grandpa, and what they had to do. But my great-grandpa, he was very knowledgeable, spoke 5 different languages, and that's why he was an overseer on Oahu. He was an overseer for Wailua Plantation, right next to, matter of fact, across the street where my great-grandmother and hundreds of the other immigrants had passed away during that 100-year-ago pandemic. So, when I look at my family, and there's no trace back to the Philippines, there is Tibons I have contacted, but they have no recollection of Marcos Tibon and Tomosa Tibon leaving the Philippines with 3 young sons. That and all the other FMA Escrimadores that came too around the time late Grandmaster Angel Cabalas came. Though he opened up the first FMA school, there was other FMA Escrimadores. There was other Escrimadores that may have been teaching in their backyards or private lessons, even in a garage. But late Grandmaster Angel was known as the first one to ever go commercial.
Right.
So for me, legacy, okay, my teacher, me and Brother Sultanuddin's teacher, who we trained under, and everybody else has a story too. Everybody else has a system that might have came from a different province of the Philippines. Right. Okay.
Hey, Darren, quick question.
Yeah.
Is Claudio's art and history, is his connected with angels as well?
In a sense, I believe Claudio's is unique. The origin of Claudio's art, San Miguel, was developed and hidden, okay, amongst Jesuit priests. The church hid the art amongst the Jesuit priests. And Claudio's book gives a great description of Father Ortega, who was the one that taught a lot of these Jesuit priests, but yet other famous Escrimadores that were connected, such as the late, great Mamoy Canetti, also came from that same lineage too. So, Claudio has a really unique, very unique system. The Escrimadores had to train in secret, and they were hidden in the churches. But bottom line, these men protected the communities, protected the people. So when we talk about our GM Angel and his teacher, the late Felicissimo Dizon, he trained in the tunnels of Sudlun, but Brother Sultanuddin made a trip up there and actually found the caves of Sudlun. And when he went in there was religious figures everywhere throughout the caves. It was a religious place. So the church, the religious aspect of why Filipinos train in the church settings, the religious settings, but it comes down to there were protectors of the people. Yeah. So, that's where me and Claudio really connected on that part. Yeah. But Claudio got a phenomenal new book, and hopefully, he could show it.
Yeah.
Show the book to all of us. But
I hope he got it promoted.
Yeah, definitely. And that's another reason why I'd like to get him on the show, guy. Yeah. Show his book. Yes. But bottom line, I touch sticks with a lot of Escrimadores, and I have to say Claudio Maurelli is one of the best I've seen out there. And I could be honest about saying that. His system, Escrima Dad, San Miguel, it was a very good system, very good, one of the best I've seen. And that's another reason why, you know, we became so close, because we shared and demonstrated our arts, and we could see similarities, but yet some differences. But it's the whole beauty of how far back these lineages go. Okay. But yeah, Claudio fired up Legacy. I supported him with that, backed him up on it, and I believe he's filmed already 3. And he connected with Val Majelovic, and we're supposed to meet up. And he runs his Legacies at a castle out in Italy. Yeah, he's got a castle.
Dope.
That is dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. I'll send that to you. But yeah, several hundred show up the same way, you know, my Legacies turn out. But we had run he ran in Rome, I ran in Hawaii, and we were like a week apart. But then we promo together on it. It was a beautiful thing, man.
That's huge. Let's bring it all together on Dress the Culture.
Bringing it all together. But
Darren, how does that feel to be like the spark that like kind of started that setting trends where now it's over in Italy and moving global from something that you created and something that you want to start it like. Talk about that and why is it so important? Because you pretty much franchising it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's dope.
I think one of the greatest opportunities I've had as, first of all, a teacher, a Escrima, student of the late Grandmaster Angel Cabales, Master number 11, you know, and meeting so many people in functions, events, and then hosting Legacies. And I did probably 4 or 5 Legacies that weren't filmed. So when you look at Legacy 9, I've actually done maybe 14. Okay, but they weren't filmed. Okay, but meeting people and demonstrating our arts as I got older, I realized the beauty of Filipino martial arts in general. I had the opportunity to see so many different arts, longer weapons. Some weapons were like staffs, tapado. Doing what I do has given me the opportunity to see so many different FMA. It gave me a really good feeling to not only get to host these people, but get to witness their art. And it gives my students an opportunity to see how others train
and develop
and practice the art.
That's bro, adding different seasons. You know what I mean?
So that's a beautiful thing right there.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. So I look at it.
Gumbo of martial arts.
You know, after filming so many series, you know, after I filmed 1, 2, 3, I filmed Legacy 1. Then by the time I filmed Legacy 2, I came back and I did 4, 5, 6. Okay. But after I filmed 4, 5, 6, I filmed Legacies back to back for 5 years without doing no more film on my own. So I waited, I believe I waited till Legacy 6 before I filmed 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, because it was awesome, okay, to continue the legacy and then touch bases and create opportunity for all these other FMA to get to, you know, demonstrate their arts, talk about their history, who their teachers were. And it hit me here, man. It really did. So it is something I just continue to do, and I love doing it. But at the same time, we all love our arts. But in the situation I'm in is creating opportunity for all FMA are those like-minded like me that seek an opportunity to showcase their arts. So, you know, a huge platform can see what we do. You know, outside of the legacy, FMA is strong. There's a lot of folks out there, a lot of different systems. You know, your Dosik parties, Pakiti Tertias. There's so many different arts that have been around for so long, connected in military, teaching law enforcement. But, you know, it's beautiful where FMA is, but it's really hard to get everybody together at one time. So I try my best to, you know, bring in new masters and grandmasters to perform and represent at my events. And I love doing it. I really do. I love doing it. If I didn't do this, I wouldn't meet guys like Master Claudio Maurelli, you see? And, you know, at the same time, if you guys experienced Legacy 8 San Carlos, it was a packed house, and we had upwards of 18 teachers. But then when you look out in the audience, you had several teachers that came to support that and grandmasters.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, it's a function that brings everybody together
Sure.
to meet, greet for the first time, and at the same time, get to participate and get to learn what the teachers offer.
Mhm.
And the beauty of it is it's captured on film by Val Majelovic EM3.
Yeah.
So, you know, most of the time, a guy can go to a workshop and train.
Mhm.
A lot of guys don't believe in filming, but
Mhm.
that's the difference about legacy. What you come to learn from all the people that are presented, you get to get a video and remember everything on the video as a reference.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
So, you know, you're not going to
Just like
forget
this
anything.
right here. Right here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Digital
Absolutely.
record. Digital
Yeah.
record.
Digital record, man.
Yeah.
Meeting
You
of
know?
minds, you know.
Yeah.
Well, listen, gotta pay some bills.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
hear you, bro.
without further ado,
Yeah.
we're gonna bring on Claudio Maurelli. And we're gonna
Fantastic.
hear it straight from him too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's great. You know, let's go.
We'll be right back.
Palakanama covers such a scope and a vast, been so many places. I mean, he's like a 3-4 hour shows, you know, by himself.
The double line. And, you know, if it wasn't for the martial art and my teachers and stuff like this, I think I would have been one of those troublemakers that would have ended up on the other side of the law. Take that in, you're late. So I'm stuck, man. You got to give up your seat. And the guy goes, oh, and then he just tells me, he goes, okay, you know what? He goes, anytime you want to meet me outside. And I'm like, all right.
Wow.
I was asked again to be a part of the healing arts at Legacy, massaging your hands, and that was an interesting thing of finding out how the blood starts to flow into the hands, the color of the blood going into the hands, and actually being able to flex and move your hands, especially when you have arthritis. So, long and the short is, with that, I started learning to do that martial arts learning to do the massage end of that, and I never thought of it as a career.
So the enlightenment is whatever you believe in. The healing is you basically learning how to fix the body. The meditation is learning how to have focus and concentration of what you're doing. And the physical part is to make sure that your body is strong enough that can do the healing. And so to me, that is the pure martial art. And
We are back. We are back. Welcome to the show, brother. How you doing?
Thank you so much for the invitation, guys. I'm really honored because here from Italy, you know, I'm happy. Here it's 3:29 a.m., but I'm very happy. I'm very honored to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
I cannot sleep. It's impossible to sleep here. You know?
It's great. I know there's a lot going on, you know, with the war and things, you know, so close to Italy and everything. But, you know, and we'll touch into that. But take the viewers, you know, into a little bit. Darren touched on it a little about who Claudio Maurelli is, you know, and where you're coming from with your martial arts. It's great you've been to the Philippines and everything too, so that tells me you're serious. You know, it's a real ass whipper right here, y'all. So you know what it is. So let's go.
So Darren is a great man, a great master, really great master. And then a long time ago, 2011. I was in Stockton with him because he's simply amazing, because he organized the first legacy in the world. So Darren said me, Claudio, if you like, you can come. I say, hey, okay, I come. I go. Because the idea of, you know, connect the people in Filipino martial arts, for me was amazing. And now it's the reality, because Darren continue not for the first time in Stockton, but everywhere, you know. So, and when I was there, I really, you know, I was impressed because Darren taught, you know, Serrada, and I was, you know, say, hey, Serrada, what is Serrada? Serrada is amazing style. You see, when I have seen Serrada, say, hey, wow, this is a real style. You know, they strike, they hit the people. It's a self-defense style. So I say, hey, wow, Serrada, what is that? You know, crazy. I was crazy for that. So yeah, and the time, obviously, I have seen many other styles, very interesting, because Filipino martial arts are so amazing, you know, amazing work. And then after that period, Darren continued, no, to organize other. I never forget the first Hawaiian legacy. Yeah, in another amazing place, you know, Hawaii. I'm crazy for Hawaii. So, and in that time, another big event with many masters and many people attended in that moment. Then I say, I was thinking, start thinking, okay, I can realize the legacy in Europe too. I try, because you need to be crazy for do this. Yeah. I say, hey, I'm crazy, I'm really crazy for do this, because Italy is different, you know. Because the people, you know, people say, hey, I am the best, or you are not so good, blah, blah, blah. So where is the key? Where is the key? And Darren taught me the key, okay, in order to open the door in Europe too. So I just organized the first European legacy, and people say, okay, we can do this. And the people from Italy, from Luxembourg, from Germany, and a great student of Darren of Serrada, and Turkey. So many people now are connected in Europe too. So I'm really, really happy to be here, because I testify that the power of Darren and his legacy.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, Claudio, when did you first start practicing Escrima? When did you first take into the art?
Okay, I take time, because
yeah. It's all right. No, that's all right.
No, it's okay. Thank you for the question. Long time ago, 25 years ago, I was in Italy, and then I started teaching Wing Chun and other very good style, you know, empty hand style. And then during the seminar, I have seen this Filipino guy, Filipino master, and I say, hey, there is also the possibility to use the weapon. Okay, okay, I will try. And I start, I understood immediately that weapons are different from empty hands, you know. Yeah. So, so I decided to practice Escrima a long time ago. Then I said, I was thinking that okay, Escrima was Filipino. Yes, okay. Now I need to search all the Filipino masters in Italy, and my research started in that time. Right. And yeah. I called all the masters, all the Filipino masters in Italy, okay? And then the first are coming in Olbia, because I live in Sardinia Island, another beautiful island in Italy. They come, okay, say, hey, okay, good. I call it another masters, and another masters. And I never forgot, in that time, when I spoke with another Filipino masters in Olbia here during the night, I asked him, I never forgot, because I asked him, hey, I have seen another Filipino master, very old, in Rome. What do you think about? And I never forget that master told me, Claudio, that master is not so good, because, you know, in that moment, you know, my brain started, moving, moving on. Yeah, go on. Say, hey, okay, master. This is an international rule. When one master talk in bad way of another master, maybe that master was good. Yeah. So I decided, okay, thank you so much for your suggestion. I will call. And then in that moment, I called that master in Rome, that old master in Rome, and then I invited him in Olbia in Sardinia. When this old master, Filipino master, arrived in Olbia, the first question that I asked him was, okay, master, you teach a crazy style because you teach Mig Sun Do style. What is that?
Yeah.
He answered me, okay, it's our style. I say, hey, but it's just, you know, just like a Jeet Kune Do in my mind, you know. Jeet Kune Do, Jeet Kune Do. What is that? He said, you know, yeah. And step by step, he answered me after my first, you know, questions.
Okay.
First time I questioned, I asked it, what is that? What is that? What is that? And at the end, he has to answer me, Claudio, this is our secret. I said, what secret? What secret? Make some do. What secret? And he answered me, Claudio, do in Japanese means way, okay? San, Miguel, the way of San Miguel. If you read in opposite way, the way of San Miguel. And I say, oh, wow, this is San Miguel Escrima.
Yeah.
In that moment, you know, that master, you know, he didn't know that he became my master for my life. What his name is Grandmaster Alberto Diapelo da Caiana Senior. In that moment, I start learning with him, and I never forgot the first lesson. I was very, I was very, you know, I in my mind was very powerful, you know, very powerful. I can punch everybody in my mind, right? Because I was crazy. I was crazy, you know. And I asked my master, he say, my master asked me, Claudio, can you defend against me and my stick? I answered him, yes, of course, because in my mind, I can. And immediately he struck me because immediately when I decided to move, he struck me. In that moment, I understood that my Wing Chun was good, but not so good, you know.
Have some practice, right?
Yeah, I was very, you know, little small people, you know, and then I start practice. The second lesson was fantastic because when I understood that the stick was very powerful, I was ready. I go home to buy the stick, my stick, you know, and I said, Master, I am ready to fight now with the stick. He answered me, okay, Claudio, now bring your stick and put the ground. I said, hey, what? You know, I learned how to defend, you know, that I cannot defend against the stick, and now you bring my stick and put the ground. What happened? And in that moment, my master gave me the best answer. The best answer was this. He said that, Claudio, without legs, you cannot dance. You know, so
before you take your legs away.
Yeah, before he struck me here everywhere, then demonstrated me that you have not the legs, so you need to dance. But and I start moving, you know, step by step movement of footwork movement, you know.
Right.
And then we start live it in Cebu because I follow with my teacher in Cebu for 8 years, and we live it there. And then you know, we start researching too the history of his own style. And then San Miguel Escrima is a religion, Christian part of the Filipino martial arts in Cebu City. And but when we start learning, my master said that it was another big school in Argao. Argao was a province, okay, of another province. Cebu is a province, Argao another province. And then he said, okay, Claudio, now we go. You are ready for, you know, for go to the Argao in order to understand the real history of our style. I was shocked. I was shocked because my master every time, you know, a lot of secrets he had. You see, every time he developed a secret, another secret, and another secret. And so I was, you know, hey, how many secrets here? And then we went to Argao and San Carlos Seminary. And then we start, you know, practicing. I start practicing because my master introduced me in Argao and in Father Miguel Ortega style. San Miguel Escrima is a secondary style. Okay, in reality, secondary style of Escrima of God. Before the name was Escrima of God, and it was practiced in Argao and Talaga Seminary. The Ortega family, 3 brothers of Ortega family, was continued this martial arts in Argao and Talaga, and a lot of priests practicing in that time this style. During the morning at 5 a.m. Okay, now I need to go practice because it's 3:42 here in Italy. No, I joke. Okay. I need to go practice it. No, I joke. Sorry. And then he told me that a lot of priests practicing at 5 a.m. the form, you know, the kata, like a kata, you know, the form of San Carlos of Escrima of God form. And then I start practicing that time another style because San Miguel Escrima is very good, but the history come from Escrima of God, another style. Okay, and you know, this style was practicing. It was using for defend the church in the time, the church of the Philippines, because many terrorists in the time, Moros terrorists and Muslim terrorists, went to the church in order to attack, okay, the church, and the priest was very, very good and able to defend themselves using the Escrima of God style. So it's a crazy situation, you know, because I was following my teacher everywhere in the Philippines in order to understand the origin and continue practicing, because every time in the house of my teacher, some trouble arrived to me. Every time, every day, every morning, a lot of trouble, because people come there because I was Italian guy, I was not Filipino. So when people say, "Hey, you are Italian guy, what you want to do against me?" You know, every time. So many people come to demonstrate me that they are so good. They were so good.
You. Yeah, like what are you even doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that moment I demonstrated them that I was so crazy too, like that. I was so crazy because without any protection, they try to beat me, to hit me. So it's fantastic because my teacher was the referee. Yeah. Okay, guys, ready? You go. That's it. So I was, maybe I was, make a breakfast, breakfast. Okay, Claudio, no, stop the breakfast. You need to understand. You need to demonstrate. What demonstration? You need to, that's some crazy guy, out the door, ready for you. What ready for? This is our style, crazy situation. But I am so happy to talk about this because I never talk about because so crazy period. Because many people, if you talk about this, the people, hey, you are crazy. What to do? What you are doing? You strike the people with without body protection, and so it's okay. This is my history. Then I went back to to Italy and continue teaching, and then now I am part of the Darren legacy European legacy. I'm so glad and I'm so really happy for this, because for my decision and the authorization also of Darren, because Darren authorized me in order to open the European legacy. So I want to say my special thanks to Darren Tibon for this.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I want to ask you a question, man, because you kind of spoke about something. We talk about just you coming up in the culture, developing your skills to where you're a master now. And like you said, you're an Italian guy. You know what I mean? Now, we talk about the Filipino martial arts. They're very traditional. It's a club. Like, you gotta know somebody to get in this club. You know what I mean? We talk about race, we talk about style, just being prideful and holding their skills. Me and P has learned this even more being involved in the culture. You know, they're very territorial people. You know what I mean? So can you talk about and address the culture on the trials and tribulations that you went through trying to get respect when we talk about learning your craft in the FMA community?
And your art in Italy, to top that off. That's how was it received when you came back to Italy?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now today is in our country, the people practicing the tournament way. So San Carlos, because my style is as I said, Escrima of God, San Miguel Escrima. Okay, but San Carlos San Miguel Escrima is a part of San Miguel Escrima too, because because my teacher was a seminarian in San Carlos seminar. Okay, is a part of our style. And then in Italy, many people want to know about San Miguel Escrima, but nobody knows San Carlos San Miguel Escrima. Because people say, "Hey, what is San Carlos? What is San Miguel?" Blah blah blah. So there is many comparison in Italy. I'm very happy when the people called me and said me, "Hey, what is that? San Carlos, San Miguel, blah blah blah, Escrima of God." So a little bit complicated to explain because people are very fast, wanna hit. So, but as a Italian culture, no problem for this, because legacy is the key in order to arrive to many people. I can arrive to many people in one seminar. That's a fantastic way, That's right. Yeah. Last legacy we were 200 people. And then simply amazing, because you can understand a style in one seminar. You can understand a little bit, the theory and the philosophy and the basic movement. In Italy, it's very easy to open a school. Because there's no problem with the rules, there's no problem with the laws. You can open, and then you need to demonstrate that you are good, because a lot of FMA gyms there. So no problem because we have a lot of friends now using legacy philosophy. We have a lot of friends. No more enemy. Maybe one, maybe two. Maybe
two, right?
Maybe two. But it's enough. Two. No more than two.
Two is enough. But to speak about the difficulties, you spoke about how they, when you brought your art back to Italy and how they received it. Now speak about the difficulties that it was to get the respect in the FMA community, trying to reach a grandmaster level.
Yeah, it's not easy to share the respect for the people here, because always the same way, always the same philosophy. I am the best, you are worse. So it's not my way now, not my way, and not my way before. It was not my way before too, because in the Philippines it's different. The people live in different way. The people can smile. You can smile. And you can beat the people at the same time. So
you can't do that.
Smiling.
And you can't do it.
I receive it here, and I say, "Hey, no problem, smiling, please." Hey, what smiling? I have a blood here, so what happened? So it's a different philosophy, but it's okay. It's okay. And American legacy way taught me how to share our respect to the guys, to the European guys, Italian guys, because before we were separated, and then now it's very different now, very different way, because legacy taught us to change the words.
Yeah.
We can change the words using the legacy way in Italy too. So I am happy, really happy, because now today is we have 25 masters in the legacy. Okay,
Wow.
25 masters. Yeah, now there is the respect was born. The respect was born.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then we use the same T-shirt. I using another idea, no, in order to understand. That you are not so good, I'm good, blah blah blah. Same T-shirt for everybody. Same T-shirt. So people say, "Hey, who are you? Master or student?" It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah. Everyone's equal. Everyone's equal, but the knots. You can tell by the knots who's the new students. You can tell by the knots.
Maybe he would like say, "Hey, I am the best," but he cannot because he has the same T-shirt as me, so he cannot.
Yeah, that part. Yep.
Absolutely. Now, can you kind of tell us about you being in Italy, being so close to Ukraine? Can you kind of speak about the war and how it's affecting Italy and affecting the people in Ukraine? Because I know you guys going through it. It's getting kind of difficult. Can you kind of address the culture? We talk about the war?
Address the culture on it.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Because here now it's not so good time because you know when you understand that that the trouble is so far to you, it's no problem. Usually our ego suggests us to say, hey, no problem. This is a very, very, so far problem. But when the problem is so close to you, you think about, hey, wow, Ukraine is a really, really, really close to Italy. So we need to keep closed mouth. We cannot talk about because all our minister, an example, our government, sometimes said Putin is a bad man, blah blah blah. It's very, it's a very dangerous now, because this situation is crazy. So you cannot talk about in bad way of Putin and the other. So we just keep calm, okay. We keep the mouth closed, okay. Yeah, because Italy is so so small. So one bomb, Italy no more. So that's
it is because of Putin, and his the volatility behind that. But I can imagine you're seeing refugees flowing in. I've seen them here in the U.S. already, here in my city. The city I'm in, it has a large history of Ukrainian. That there's more probably Ukrainian churches here than probably any city in the United States, So I mean, so a lot of them are coming here, and in this area, like when the Syrians, they brought a lot of Syrians in the same way. So, and I can imagine in Italy, you're catching it from all angles. You're getting people coming in from the water. You're getting people coming in inland, trying to seek refuge. And under this circumstance, and it's a pretty sad thing, but I understand.
It is. And from us being where we are, and where you are, what's something that you would like people to know that's at home watching and reading and seeing the headlines, but they not there. You know what I mean? Like you right there. You getting firsthand knowledge of everything going on. So for people who are watching and really don't understand, what would you like them to really truly know about the war that's going on in Ukraine so close to you?
Sorry for I don't understand the question. Sorry. What you mean exactly? Sorry for this because.
No, it's okay. Like, what would you want the people who are at home watching the headlines and seeing what's going on to really know about the war and the effects of what you guys are going through? Yes.
What we understand of about the war is that this situation will be, in my opinion, but Italian opinion, that we are thinking that this situation will be more bad bad.
You think it's going to escalate? You think it's going to escalate even more?
Yes, our idea is this, because there are a lot of problems. You know, the gas and the other. You know, there are a lot of problems here, and the European president is not so you know light in the declaration and the talking about the Putin too. So
yeah,
I don't like this situation. And here in Italy, I repeat, is really big pressure in our country, because you know we had a lot of you know American based too. We have you know we have a lot of strange situation, very dangerous for us. So we also the immigration is our problem, because we are so small. You know, so a lot of Ukraine children arrive here. So I don't know what happened in the future. I hope well, but I don't know really. I don't know what happened in the future. What will happen? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Especially with the new offensive Russia's building up in the east. You know, they want to take the east. So I think that's going to escalate it, because even we're shipping in bigger, you know, helicopters, and we're giving him a part of what he wants. And I agree with him. You know, they're giving him enough to just maintain, just to keep, you know, so much, but not enough to actually clear him out the country, you know, to go on major offensives or nothing.
I think the scariest thing is if Putin decides to use bigger weapons, bigger bombs. It's going to create a lot of problems for everybody around, all the countries around.
Yeah. And that spillage is at least so close. And that would be the worries. You know, you would have to worry about that. You would definitely have to worry about that, because of it being so close. And you don't know, with these hypersonic missiles that Putin's shooting off, and now he's talking about chemicals that he's probably used, and you know, just the atrocities, you know. But you know, it's being reported. We can't say for sure, you know, but I just hope you're safe. You stay safe, you and your family, Claudio, and you and your students.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is you know, let's hope they can diffuse this situation and make it go away, you know, as soon as possible. And hopefully that'll go. But hey, I have a question for both you and Darren. Okay.
Yeah.
The art, the Escrima form. Is there, in both of your forms of the history, both of you give the viewers a little history in the background, because doesn't the length of the stick indicate different things, you know, just to give people an idea?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, because
the length of the weapon.
Claudio. Yeah, the length of the weapon. The length of the weapon. I'm sorry, I called it a stick. But
no. Sorry, because my English is good. As I usually say, my English is good, but not so good. So
yeah. That's for both of you. How does does the length of the stick variate different forms? Like, if you see somebody using a longer stick, you know that okay, their lineage is right here. You know, you can identify that. So those are one of the identifying points with the art.
I think as far as Serrato Escrima, I think anybody that trains Serrato Escrima, in the beginning, Angel taught with a longer weapon. I believe he was teaching like 28-inch weapon. But in the way I teach, I can teach any length weapon up to 28 inches, maybe even 32. The way and the specialty training I got from my grandmaster was the length from your palm to your armpit. And a lot of people are 18 to 21 inches.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But my students, they can use any length weapon due to whatever situation and be effective with it. But what I try to do is carry on with the late Grandmaster Angel Caballas deemed as like his final length of weapon, his system. And those of us who got to train it understand it. And his mindset on a shorter weapon, if your defense is good and you can close, you're more versatile once you get to medium to close range. And primarily attacking weapon hands, when you look at it in that perspective, I believe that's what the late Grandmaster Angel Caballos was really looking at, on how versatile you were in to get into your opponent and taking out the weapon hands out, but yet still be able to recounter and learn how to close. So when you say Serrata Escrima, it means to close. It's what happens from out here to here.
Right.
And that was late Grandmaster's specialty, to close the gap. Okay. But I think a misconception of a lot of people in the way I was trained, and I know several of us might have been trained, I don't mean you have to only fight here. You see?
Yeah.
Angel's specialty was from long range on the close. And that's the way I learned it. That's the way I teach it. But, you know, in portraying a lot of my videos out there, you know, on YouTube, I notice a lot of people will say, I thought that was a close art. I said, that's maybe the way you were showed it or the way you were taught it, just close.
Yeah.
Me, I learned from long range to medium to close. It's what happens from here to here.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the whole art.
Yeah. And that gives you more options, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're not putting your what you learn and what you can do in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So honestly, I could pick up any stick and I'll be able to use it. It's just that what I teach, I believe the way Angel looked at it is you can hide it. You can conceal it easier. It's hard to conceal a 28, 32-inch weapon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know,
better
a lot of stories, you know, come around that when I say hide. That's why a lot of the Filipinos in the old days in Stockton would use rolled up magazines. My great grandpa was one of them. And to roll up a magazine, you guys even know Palaka could shatter bricks. What a rolled up magazine.
Yeah. That's that Bourne identity. Ain't that what Jason Bourne did? You know, I like, you know, how they incorporate your art into the mainstream films, you know. You see it in those films.
And let's be honest, what's practical to carry? What's practical to carry? A 28, 32-inch. Some people are saying Tapato. Are they going to hold a bow staff length or a Joe length weapon? Are you going to carry it around with you, you know, like a shepherd holding a big stick?
Yeah.
Or do you want to carry something smaller
in your back pocket? You know.
But, you know, stories, listening to, you know, stories of Filicismo Dizon. His weapon, I heard, was 12, 14 inches, maybe. The original art he trained was 12, maybe 14 inches. So when you look at that, very easy to conceal, but yet deadly, right?
Right.
And I think that's where Serrata Escrima, the origin of it, from Filicismo Dizon to Angel Caballos, it was a shorter weapon. Well, a lot of students say, no, Angel taught 28-inch in the beginning. Okay, good. But I think toward the end of his life, he totally focused on the shorter length weapon.
He adapted, and it's probably environmental too.
Yes.
He was looking at the environment he was in.
Yes. But does that say a Serrata practitioner can't grab a 28-inch stick and be lethal with it? No. You know, if you train Serrata, you adopt to whatever length of weapon is available. Yeah. And that's how I look at it. Do I favor 21 inches? Yes. Because that's what my grandmaster taught me. So, you know, do I look down on all other arts because of the length of the weapon? No, I don't.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense to look down on it.
But I do teach Serrata and short weapon because that's what I was taught.
Right.
Okay, but I pick up a 28, a 32. And any of my students could pick up any long weapon, and they'll be able to, you know, to
handle their own. Yeah.
Handle their own, bro.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. How about you, Claudio? What's the length? Because when I was young, we used to take the nunchucks, right?
Yeah.
And cut them. We used to cut them in half because the sticks we could put in our back pocket and put a shirt over it and go into the club. And they were wood sticks or whatever. So, you know, back then. So that's what we used to do back in the day. You know, we used to take the heavy wood nunchucks, cut them, and put them in our back pockets and roll on in.
What we used to do, Pstock, is used to get the jackets with the inside pocket, cut the bottom of the inside pocket out, and we'd be able to fit the chocolate sticks, all the way down.
All the way down.
And with your hands in your pocket, you can't see the chocolate sticks that way.
Right.
But later on, I found whip chains. They were about, I believe they were 21 to 22 inches.
Right.
And they had knobs on the end. And I used to wear it around my neck and then tuck the knobs under my shirt or my jacket.
Oh.
And then if you had a fight with it, you just flip it up and boom. Yeah, I could talk about that. That's 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I never forget, Master Darren, for the first time in 2011, when I was in Stockton, I have seen the short stick, short stick of Serrada. I never seen before. Really, in the Philippines, nobody used that. It's fantastic. When I have seen that, say, hey, what is that? What is that? It's a very, very powerful. And then you can use under the jacket, everything. It's fantastic idea. So, our style is different for this, but you can use a short stick. I never forget the incredible idea of Serrada. Incredible self-defense. You under the jacket you can use when you wanna use.
Right.
Oh yeah. Here not possible. In Italy not possible because the people go bring you and go to the jail. When they see the stick. Hey, what is that? Go to the jail with me, please.
You can't have a stick in Italy. You can't carry a stick.
Not possible. Not possible. So I use. I try to use. The stick as in my car in order to to open the door or something like that. When the police stop me, I say no. I use the stick in order to open the door because I have a problem on my my arm.
Yeah.
I tried. I invented the because.
Yeah, you would have to. I didn't know that. So you can't have a stick at all like that, or any form of weapon like that, because it'd be hard. Because I took from last time we talked to Darren, and we was talking, and I said I wanted some sticks. Some.
You're gonna get them, brother. You're gonna get them.
Yeah, some weapons. But you know what I did in the interim? Messed around. I had 2 old golf clubs. So I measured them, what was it, 19 inches? And I cut them. I cut the golf clubs. Now I got 2 19-inch, metal golf clubs with grips too, with grips. Got them with grips. So yeah, so being innovative, always incorporate something new.
True.
Great. That's great.
Oh man, that's amazing. Look, we're gonna have to bring you back on, Claudio.
Yeah, Claudio.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because your story is amazing, brother. We definitely want to dig a little bit deeper into the teaching and how you were able to level up your students in an amazing program that you got over there in Italy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We definitely appreciate your time, man. We want to make sure and give you our prayers and be safe.
Yeah,
over there, man.
Thank you.
Please be safe, man. Protect yourself. Stay dangerous, as we say over here.
Yeah.
in America, you know what I mean. Protect yourself, man. And you definitely have Address the Culture support in everything.
That's right,
you do, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for this. I never forget that one bomb, Italy no more. So it's in my mind now. It's in my mind now.
Yeah.
I never talk about the war. Someone tried to ask me, Claudio, what do you think about the war? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Claudio.
Yeah.
For the longest, when you experienced Hawaii, you told me that you wanted to move to Hawaii. Well, Molokai, one of the islands. Is that still in your mind, or you ever gonna move?
Wow, it's Hawaii. Hawaii is simply amazing. Amazing. And never forget Molokai, Kauai. Wow. I never. It's an amazing island. 2 times in Hawaii, 2 times. Because the first time for the seminar, the second time for me, for my vacation, 1 month. Oh wow! It's a crazy.
Claudio, I don't think you heard him. He asked you, do you have any plans to move
to Hawaii.
Move to live there, to live in Hawaii.
Yeah, no easy because Italian guys are so poor, not pure, poor. So, in my dream, I can do this in my dream. Today, I thank you for this interview because today I was sleeping. Now I was sleeping, and I will dream Hawaii. I can dream now.
Yeah, you can dream now. Oh, okay. You got to get back. You got to get back. No.
Oh man. Well, look, we're not gonna hold you up too much.
We're not gonna hold you up.
Man.
Get some rest.
Get you some rest. We thank you for coming through, man, and we definitely gonna have you back. You already know, man.
Next time we'll bring you. It'll be earlier where you don't got to be up so late. Bring you out early.
One more question, Brother Claudio. Your FMMA league, how's that going? Are you guys still planning on holding that?
Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Grandmaster. Thank you for. FMMA was born from an idea of started from MMA, but MMA is empty hand fight, Right. FMMA is same way but using the stick. Okay, it's just we start talking about the rules, talking about the tournaments. 2 years ago, 2 years ago. Then COVID stopped it immediately. Our tournament. But now we will go on more power than yesterday. Absolutely. Yeah. Because in Italy, many people wanna compare, their own style, no? Yeah. Because in order to destroy the ego, I will put the people inside the tournament. So one time you win, one time you lose. No more ego.
Yeah. Level it all out. Level it out.
I hope to see that happen. I really do. I hope to see that happen. We talked quite a bit about it, and then COVID did slow it down. But are you guys looking at another legacy possibility in the castle that you host that? Are you going to try to do another one? Would that be Legacy 4 for you, or is that 3? I can't remember.
Yeah, we will in June. We're just organizing in June, next June. We will organize another legacy, another European legacy here, and I hope many people will join in this legacy. I'm sure that many people wanna go because wanna come because after the COVID, many people wanna go exit out. They wanna go. They wanna go everywhere.
Get out. Yeah,
get out. Yeah. They wanna get out. So I hope in June we will do 101%. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, September 3rd. Circus Las Vegas, Legacy 9. Okay, Legacy 9. And I asked you if you wanted to come a couple of months ago. You said it'd be really hard to try to get down here, and I understand that, man.
Yeah, but, thank you for every time. Every time, Grandmaster, you invited me in this crazy legacy because now Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Last time in Hawaii. Another time. I am so, it's so complicated for me because every time you change the location, fantastic location. So you say, hey, Claudio, this time I want to go to to Las Vegas. Hawaii, Las Vegas, everywhere in America.
I think the only way I'm going to get you is probably Hawaii, right? You're going to want to go to Hawaii. I understand, brother. I understand. Okay.
Oh, man.
But that's great, though. You move the art around and exhibit it to a different group of people, a different area that might not be able to otherwise know it exists or even see a demonstration. Yeah. So and that's how it grows. You get those viewers and it'll grow, and then next thing you know, you got a whole new wave of Escrima practitioners.
Next thing you know, we on the Legacy 9, man.
You're on the Legacy 9. Hey. You're on the Legacy 9.
But Pstock, Tone Big Wall, Claudio has several videos, available, I believe, on YouTube too. Look them up. Check them out.
I already did. Yeah, you got your book. Hold your book up. Right? You don't got your book? Hold your book up.
Yeah, I have in the other room. Can I go?
Yeah, go get it. Go get it.
One more. All right.
Go get your book. Yeah, I checked them out a few times on YouTube. I was checking them out. Yeah. Yeah.
Got some good stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I seen it.
This is, this is my first book. Obviously, that Grandmaster Darren inspired me in order to write this book, because I have seen his Sarada book, simply amazing, and DVD, Sarada DVD. So I just say, hey, okay, I will, like a legacy, you know. I will, and I do. So a lot of history here, a lot of crazy history here, because I like to talk about the history, you know, the comparison, fighting, blah blah blah. And some strange, you know, situation in that time in Cebu. In this book, I just put all our basic movement, you know, like first form, you know, first movement of, you know, the stick, the spade daga, and many others. Thank you for sharing with me this this moment, you know.
Yeah, show the book again. Show the book. Let the viewers see the book. Hold the book up again. Hold the book up. Yeah, hold it up again. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you see here, Father Miguel Ortega. Yeah,
there he is.
The priest, the founder of Escrima of God. Yeah. And this is my teacher. This is my teacher. Yeah. When my teacher eat me.
That's when he hit
you can see my face. My face is very, you know, worried. Very worried. You know, it's not a normal face. You know, I say, hey, wait. You know.
Hey, Brother Claudio, you do have DVDs too? Do you have DVDs?
Yeah. We just have a lot of DVD too. Yeah, in our website, official website, escrimaofgod.com. You will find a lot of the people can find a lot of DVDs, courses, and many other things. Yes, of course. Thank you for sharing with me.
Yeah. Fantastic.
That's good. Hey, Claudio, when you lived in the Philippines, did you eat the balut?
See what? What balut? What is?
Yeah, did you eat the balut? You didn't have the balut in the Philippines when you lived in the Philippines?
What is balut? What is?
The duck egg?
The duck eggs, yeah. You didn't eat the balut? You didn't.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Please. One time and no more. One time and no more. You know, no. The wife of my teacher. Got
you that balut.
Mila. Yeah, Mila said, Claudio, please take this, try this. I say, hey, what is that? What is that? Say, no problem. Open and you will enjoy. You know the. I say, hey, I will for you, dedicated for you. But you know, first time and no more. First time. Okay, Escrima is here.
Hey man, I'm trying. I tried it. It's too crunchy in spots and it don't smell that good. Okay.
Yeah, it's like kimchi. You know, it's fermented. It's like kimchi, but you know, lumpia is good though. Lumpia is always good. Adobo, lechon.
I don't know.
Now you destroy my dreams now, because before a while now you destroy my dreams.
No. Say balut. I mean, I never forget. I drove. We rode from Manila to Subic Bay on the Victory Liner. It's like the Greyhound bus, the bus system in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
And you go through little villages and towns, and they get on selling it. They jump on selling it, balut, and they sell it all. They sell it out. People was having that stuff around them, and we're Americans. We're ignorant Americans. We sitting there with the gas face. We all sit there like, ooh. The gas faces, But yeah. It's one of those things.
When you open it, man, and there's fur on it, and
what are we doing? What is happening?
It's a delicacy, Big Wall. It's a delicacy. They put a hole in it and they suck it out of there like
delicate
nothing.
For me. Too delicate for me. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
You gotta try it once, though. You gotta try it once, like Claudio, like me.
Look, I'm down. I'm down to get my stripes, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to be drunk. I'm gonna have to be drunk.
There wasn't enough alcohol for me to try.
Put a lot of hot sauce on it, bro. You gotta put a lot of hot sauce on it. You know, something.
It wasn't like chitlins, I guess, huh? For those who like chitlins, but totally different. Totally different. Totally different.
Chitlins not clean very well. You know
You know what? See, Darren. The more and more you talk, I'm rescinding my original statement. I'm not gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? You're making it worse and worse.
It's like if you get some crunchy chitlins, you know something went wrong. Something went totally wrong. Something went wrong.
That was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Messed it up.
Something went wrong.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. Get you some chitterlings, boy. I know, Claudio, you don't eat that stuff. You don't eat no chitlins.
Thank you for.
That's funny though, but yeah, hey, thank you for sure for coming through, Claudio, and we definitely want you to come back through and spin the block, especially when you get close to your legacy going down. You know, come back, promote. You know, we'll help you jump in and tap in and promote it, and jump on in, and you know, we're here with you. You know, definitely addressing the culture.
Absolutely.
Bro, there's one more question I want to ask Claudio. Claudio, I've been watching you now for several years, and it looks like you're going through some situations in your country, I believe, something that affects beach resorts or beaches. I noticed you've been talking a lot about that, but I can't understand. You're Italian and really understand what's going on and what you're trying to build to protest something from happening. Can you explain a little bit of that to me so I got a better understanding of what you're doing on the political side? Can you share that with us?
Yeah, what's going on, Claudio? What's going on?
Yeah, thank you. Yes. There's many problems here about the law of the bar on the beach and many other, a lot of politics here. People wanna have the bar on the beach and something like that. So after eating the eggs in the Philippines, now I have another problem here in Italy too. I need to defend the bar on the beach of Sardinia Island, and a lot of families, very small families working in this bar on the beach. But European guys wanna put the hands on the Sardinian beach. So as for me, I need to defend them, but I cannot use Escrima at that time. So
that would solve it quickly. That would fix the problem.
I need to talk. I need to talk a lot, very fast. I talk very fast. So
what they're trying to take over and make it a commercial, big business resort, tourist spot like they're doing all over the globe. We're experiencing that.
So they're trying to cut out the small business. Is that what's happening? They're trying to cut out the small business,
mom and pop business.
Mom and pop.
Oh yeah. We are here. Here is very different from America. An example, because here, an example, a small families work in on the beach. And spend a lot of money to organize everything, blah blah blah. But the Italian government, is very really connected with the European government, and they wanna destroy the European guys. They wanna put the hands on the beach and destroy the people who working hard in this small island. So 1,200 families reached to left their own business on the beach.
Wow.
Crazy situation.
1,200 families. Wow.
I defend them, but not easy to defend because the politics and government are so strong here.
They're
try
to
destroy,
all corrupt. They're taking money. They take money to allow the same situation in Hawaii. It's always the envelope, the white envelope, the yellow envelope. the money in the back room, the handshake, and then the small guy, the small business guy, the small family pays the price.
That's really sad to hear. You know, that must have affected a lot of families. But do you guys have a chance with your government to maybe continue? You guys come up with any kind of agreement yet? Or is it looking like it's a stalemate, their way or no way? Are you guys gaining any ground on that, brother?
Yes, of course. Here is a little bit different. I think a little bit different of Hawaii because different laws. Okay, different law, regional law and Italian law. We have a lot of laws, you know, a lot of. So so I try to teach Escrima to the politician, but not easy, you know, in order to solve this problem. But it's impossible because very, very complicated, very complicated. When the people wanna take a beach, wanna bring their own hands on the beach, it's very difficult to stop them. Very difficult, very difficult. We will our best. We will our best. I don't know what happened, but we will our best. That's what I know. 101%.
You gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting for your
Wish you the best on that, brother. I really do.
Keep us posted. You know, if there's anything we can do.
Got our support.
Anything we can do to help you out, you know, let us know. You know,
do another show, come back, speak more
come
details
back, speak
about
on it.
Whatever we need to do, you definitely have our support, brother.
Yeah, if you got any promotional material or anything you want to run, that's fine. You know, you can run it. You know. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity today. Thank you so much. Really, I smiling a lot. Smiling a lot.
That's good.
Yeah, when I start, I was like, you know, 3 a.m. Say, hey, well, complicated. But then smiling the coming, you know, because you are so. This is you know, the show is so fun too. So very fantastic. I like it. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we glad. We're definitely gonna have you back. You know.
Absolutely. You already know we appreciate everybody. Y'all already know. Darren, a familiar face, he's pretty much a co-host at this point with us here on Address the Culture. So we appreciate you guys both coming through. Y'all already know the vibes. We're going to take us a quick break to pay some bills. You already know the vibes. And we'll be back right after these commercial breaks to Address the Culture.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Luck, and I'm here with the homie Big Wall, and you are now tuned in to Address the Culture, where we're addressing everything in the culture. Keep it locked.
Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh?
Young and AZ, man. Stay tuned in, man. We just getting started, man. We addressing the culture.
Out on hiphoptv.com on YouTube. Shit is fire. Check out iHipHopTV.com on YouTube.
Man, what's going on with you, Pete? We are back. Look. Like these shows is what I'm talking about. This is why we're here, to address the culture. It's so many different levels we tapped into. We talked to Claudio as well as Darren. You know what I mean? We talking about the war. We talking about learning, growing. We even got into the political aspects. We talk about Italy and what they're going on. Shouts out to the NCG network that we broadcast in Italy. You know what I mean? Everybody that we tapped in, man, it's so much going on. We talk about just across the world. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that goes on over here in America, but it's not too different. We talk about global. We all have our trials and tribulations. And it's dope to have people from all over the world come through Address the Culture to voice how they feel and what they're going on with their own circumstances.
That's right. You get to hear it straight from them, you know, straight from people, as we used to say, boots on the ground.
Yeah.
People that are there, people that's living the life, you know, and you see in certain situations, you see with the political part, it's the same pretty much around the world.
Yeah.
You know? It's the haves, the people with the money, trying to tell the small business people and families to get out the way.
Haves and the have-nots.
Haves and have-nots. That's what they made it.
Absolutely.
You know, they want to manufacture everything and try to take people off their land.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, like we always say, man, we ain't ducking no smoke. You know what I mean? So
we don't duck no smoke.
Come on, man. Something that we need to talk about and we need to address the culture. That's what we gonna do.
We're gonna address the culture. This is Truth TV here, but we're addressing the culture. You know, we deal with the facts, you know, and there's a lot of allegedlys, but we deal with the facts, and that's what we go with.
Yeah, yeah. So look, y'all already know the vibes. We're going to be right here, right back with the same type of vibe, same type of energy next week. So like, comment, subscribe, join the culture gang, follow us on all our shows, all our social media platforms.
All the platforms.
Come on, man. We got
leave
so
comments
much going on. Yeah.
Leave comments, subscribe, you know, so you can get the alerts when we drop something. Because we always dropping these jewels.
Yeah.
You know, something different, something you don't know, and just, you know, just stay connected, you know.
Yeah.
So definitely subscribe, leave a comment, like I said, a thumbs up, fire 100. You know, just let us know that what you want to hear or see. We're here.
Yeah, we love it all, and we are fully aware that time is something that you can't get back. So we appreciate y'all coming through, spinning the block, and giving us some of y'all. So until next week, I'm your boy Big Wall.
I'm your man Pstock. You know,
and this is Address the Culture. And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are. So make sure they respect it. We're going to catch you on the next episode. We up out of here.
December of 2016, that's the last time we saw. We did an intervention tape. And the intervention would show more detail about what was going on, how Jocelyn looked. She didn't look like herself. She looked like she had lost around she weighed about 90 pounds. And Jocelyn was roughly average about 120, somewhere like that. Wow. She looked totally different. And it really tore my heart up to see my daughter look that way.
You think you've heard the truth? You think you know it all? But you haven't heard anything until you hear Tim Savage's side of the story. On the next Let's Talk with Big Wall and Lizette, we sit down with Timothy Savage, Jocelyn's father, to get his side of the story. Be sure to tune in. Is there anything you want to say to your daughter?
Yeah. One thing I want to say to my daughter.
Do you have a specialty like that you prefer, or is it just like you said, a feeling? Just across the board we talk about the music.
It's a feeling. You know, it's life and a feeling, just everything. I just need everything all in one.
Yeah, man. Frank Stickles is my artistry name. Definitely, I've been doing music for a long time. Putting work in the game. I work with my cousin. That's my business partner. My cousin 2K Camp. We've been doing music for. We would just make hits. You know, we would just make things that would just bang. You know, and that just win. And I'm doing a lot right now. Right now, I'm in Tony. I'm singing. I'm with Dwayne Wiggins. I'm about to leave with him in 4 days. We got DC, so we got to do DC this weekend coming up. Doing a lot. I have a lot going on, you know. My father's movie I'm working on, Mo Slim's movie, you know, it's a lot going on. The Vivica Fox move was awesome, thanks to my boy Al Shabazz. He's the one that shot the movie for Vivica and paid him out his pocket, paid her out of his pocket. I was always making music on the side though, you know. You know, with Bobby Brown. Shout out to Bobby, I just talked to him yesterday. So it's like, it's a lot we got going on. A lot, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
We glad y'all can take time out to come through and let the people know, you know. Especially since we talk about y'all so much and push y'all, so for y'all to come through and now people get to see you and get the vibe and the flavor.
Yeah, this is
and
me,
then,
man.
And
the
direct
party's on and off, you know.